इसमें पूरा नहीं आ रहा है मेरा. हाँ, only face is coming. आला तर काय हरकत नाही. So you are live. We are building an audience for you.
Just 1%.
Where is it? Okay. That could be me.
No, that's not you. That's one more person
Okay.
extra. Apart from you.
This location is good.
Yeah.
Sheriki?
Yeah. There are two people now.
Six.
You can ask them to post the questions below. Comment on it.
Good evening, friends. आजच्या या ऐतिहासिक
Hindi and English. Most of the
Huh.
audience.
Good evening, friends. Welcome to live chat on Facebook. Please start asking your questions. Sandesh Kedare, you can start asking questions. And I'm going to answer the questions the manner in which you raise your questions. If you ask me a question in Marathi, I will speak in Marathi. It could be Hindi, it could be English, whichever language. Sairam SPVA says, hello sir, is the decision taken today by the government on banning 500 and 1000 rupees is a good step? Yes, Sairam, it is positively a good step. Although there would be a lot of inconvenience for next few days, over the medium term, over the next few months and years, this will be an incredibly positive step. So the short answer is that this is a very, very good move that has been taken. And I can briefly explain to you the positives and negatives if you like. The positive is that there would be this would be a great step towards financial inclusion. You know, after Jan Dhan Yojana, this one coming means that there would be a big boost to financial inclusion. There would be a transition from cash economy to credit economy or check economy, and this would also generate lot more revenues for the government. What will happen is this, that lot of money which has been stacked away by unscrupulous people avoiding taxes, they will no longer be able to do that, and therefore the government coffers, government will be able to collect lot more money in terms of taxes, because tax avoidance would be itself eliminated or grossly reduced. And there is second big advantage that this plan has, this scheme has, which is that, as you may be aware, our neighboring country has been pumping in lot of Indian currency of higher denominations, 500 rupees and 1000 rupee notes, and lot of that money is coming through Nepal, and that money is essentially for two purposes: for destabilizing Indian economy and also for financing terrorist activities. So this will be a big blow to that particular endeavor, and that is why I have called this bold decision as a yet another surgical strike hitting at black money and also a fake currency that is being coming in from our neighboring country via Nepal. So this is going to be a very, very good step. Praful Rokde has asked, sir, the currency exchange method is also introduced by Baba Saheb. Is it true? No, Baba Saheb wrote a magnum opus, a great book on this subject, but that was in 1925. The name of the book was The Problem of Rupee, Its Origin and Its Solution. It is truly a magnum opus, but the message that is spreading across in the media, social media, that this is something that was recommended by Dr. Baba Saheb Ambedkar at some point of time. I do not find that anywhere. What Baba Saheb was talking about, among other things, what Baba Saheb was talking about, that the bank notes which were introduced at that time, they were of very large denomination, and he had recommended that there should be lower denomination notes, particularly rupees 5. 5 rupees was a lot of money, and he said that very large amount of transactions, large number of transactions are taking place in terms of few annas or less than 1 rupee or 1 or 2 rupees, and the lowest currency note which he had asked for was 5 rupees, and that also British government took a long time to introduce. So he did not talk about the corruption, and he did not, because corruption was not a major issue at that time, and he, to my knowledge, at least I have not seen it, that Baba Saheb Ambedkar saying that if you want to avoid corruption, you replace the currency by every 10 years. That is what social media messages are going. I have not seen that. मला फक्त या माझ्या मित्रांना असं सांगायचं आहे की बाबासाहेब आंबेडकरांनी प्रॉब्लेम ऑफ रुपी नावाचा महाग्रंथ लिहून त्यांनी ताजमहाल बांधलेला आहे. या ताजमहालाला तुम्ही स्वतःची वीट कृपा करून लावू नका, असं मला त्यांना आवाहन करायचं आहे. Amol Ingole has come online, and he is saying, sir, what is your view on Maharashtra government GR on 14th August on the horizontal reservation, which says SC candidates having more marks than general candidates still consider in SC, which is indirectly making, I do not know. Let us, in this particular discussion, Amol, my request is that today, this is a historic day where two very important things have happened. One is the demonetization of 500 rupees and 1000 rupee currency notes, and the other one is, of course, the US election, which has also been a surprise and shock to everybody. So today, discussion, if you don't mind, let us focus. Let us focus on the demonetization issue, and maybe, Amol, in the next few weeks we can talk about reservation and the related issues. I already have had one discussion earlier, but I do not mind having another one in next 1 month or so. Madhu Milind Kamthe has said that, sir, universal payments interface and mobile payment in these 2 words of this year were silent in Honorable PM speech. I really feel mobile payment should be used at all places where RTO takes penalty. I completely agree with you. In fact, this one would be a major step towards moving in the direction of credit economy. So what will happen? All the mobile wallet business is going to get lot of promotion, because more and more transactions will take place instead of cash, in many new formats like mobile payment mechanisms, which are coming all about. So if the PM did not mention that, please remember that PM has been talking a lot about moving towards a digital economy, and that is already happening. So if he does not mention in a particular speech, that should not make you feel that this is not considered important enough. In fact, the historic decision that has now been taken is a decision that will go a long way in improving the system in terms of making a transition towards away from cash economy to credit economy. Sairam has again come back. No, Anand Gaikwad is asking a question. Can this decision of our government reduce corruption? It can reduce the corruption. It depends on how you define corruption. But first of all, what it does is that lot of people corrupt. You're talking about corruption. Corrupt politicians, corrupt bureaucrats, and corrupt industrialists. Those people who have avoided taxes and kept the money in their possession, cash in their possession, that money has suddenly become only a scrap of paper. Now they have been given option to convert that into, they have to give an option to they have a opportunity, a window of opportunity up to 30th December to convert their cash in their possession, but they will have to produce a PAN number. They have to come under the Know Your Customer KYC norm, and that would be reported to the income tax authorities, and therefore it is not going to be easy. So those who have large amount of cash disproportionately in terms of their known sources of income, they are going to be in trouble, and that will have a salutary effect in reducing the cost, reducing the corruption. Milind Maidi has asked, with 2,500 नवीन नोटा आल्यानंतर परत भ्रष्टाचार सुरू होईल का? भ्रष्टाचार हा मानवी विकार आहे, त्यामुळे नंतर परत तो सुरू होण्याची शक्यता आहे. आणि तुम्हाला माहिती आहे की जगातल्या कुठल्याही देशात नसेल इतके हुशार लोक आपल्याकडे आहेत. नियमातून पळवाटा कशा काढायच्या हे आपल्या लोकांना जगातल्या इतर कुठल्याही लोकांपेक्षा जास्त चांगल्या प्रकारे कळतं. तर ही जी असते ही कॉम्पिटिशन असते. म्हणजे आपण एक नवीन मार्ग काढला, त्याच्यावरती उपाय भ्रष्टाचारी लोकांकडनं त्याच्यावरती काहीतरी नवीन मार्ग काढला जाईल, आणि मग त्याचा प्रतिबंध करायला सरकारकडून किंवा रिझर्व्ह बँकेकडून आणखी वेगळ्या प्रकारचे मार्ग काढावे लागतील. ही प्रक्रिया निरंतर चालणारी प्रक्रिया आहे. परंतु आज मी तिला 500 आणि 2000 रुपयाच्या नोटा नवीन आल्यानंतर सुद्धा लगेचच भ्रष्टाचार चालू होईल असं मला वाटत नाही. किंबहुना आधी झालेला भ्रष्टाचार त्याला मोठा दणका त्यामुळे मिळणार आहे. चेतन चावरे म्हणतात कि सर, it was a good idea of Modi ji. I want to ask that some people are investing in gold and converting. How can we prevent that? हो, हे कालपासून सुरू झालेलं आहे. परंतु तिथे गोल्ड मध्ये म्हणा किंवा लँड मध्ये म्हणा, whether the conversion into gold or conversion into land, both of them is happening. That is why gold prices have shot up, I'm told today. No, this is inevitable, but there is a limit to which it can happen. Those who have very large amount of cash which they have kept in their presence or hidden under the pillows or in the ceiling or in the floor, now they are going to be in big trouble. But this is not a final answer. This is a major step towards controlling that. Ashish Kolarkar is asking, what will be its impact on the real estate business? Will the cost become realistic? This is a very good question, Ashish. The worst affected sector is likely to be real estate business, because this is a sector where allegedly a large amount of cash is being used. Now already the real estate sector is in trouble, because as we are aware, in Mumbai, in Pune, in Delhi, and in many metropolitan cities, what is happening is that there is a large inventory buildup. The prices are so high, and the builders have constructed big buildings and apartments, and there are not many takers because the prices are considered to be too high. Now, the real estate business, which is already going through a rough time, is going to have a big blow in terms of what is happening, and the only way coming out of that would be to make a transition from cash economy to the credit economy or check economy. So it will. Now, whether this would mean that the prices will come down, prices of houses will come down, I'm not sure, but it is my fervent hope that the prices of houses will come down. As far as the general inflation is concerned, larger the black money, larger is the rate of inflation, and therefore overall inflation rate is likely to be coming down or to be contained further. But the housing prices, I think, will come down, but one can never be sure. Rahul Shetane says, Rahul Shetane about, I have already spoken about that. Nikhil Sudhakar Shirsat says, when cooperative banks apply for KYC norms. Now, this is a very, very important issue about the KYC norms in the cooperative banks, because KYC norms are still not applicable to cooperative banks, and all cooperative banks are not bad, but all of them are not good either. And where the KYC norms have not become applicable, it is possible to credit large amount of cash which was stashed away in terms of Benami accounts, or there are various ways. So one of the things which I am worried about is that there may be an unholy nexus between bank officials and cooperative bank officials and the unscrupulous tax avoiders. They can come together and create some kind of arrangements to deviate. Now that Reserve Bank and the government will have to keep a close watch on that, because they would be expected to report all the large conversions from rupee, from old currency to new currency and to bank deposit. They will have to report all the large transactions to the income tax authorities. Now that should be diligently done, and every effort should be made to see that there is no collusion between unscrupulous, corrupt officials of banks and cooperative banks on one hand, and the unscrupulous politicians or those people, corrupt bureaucrats on the other. Anand Gaikwad says, "Sir, what is your view about the photo of B.R. Ambedkar on the notes rather than Mahatma Gandhi?" I have already taken a position on that, and in fact I have given an official proposal that sooner or later Babasaheb Ambedkar's picture should come on the currency notes of our country. And that proposal is under consideration. But again, this is a subject on which I have already spoken extensively. That is something which I am following it up, and we'll come back to that. Tapesh Da Bobde, "Sir, what will be done with those notes which are going to get collected from people?" Very good question. You will be surprised what is being done with the notes. Do you know that all these notes, earlier Reserve Bank used to burn those, now no longer. So no longer Reserve Bank has stopped the practice of burning the old soiled notes. But what they do is that they have a special process of destroying that. तसा लगदा बनवण्यात येतो, आणि त्याचे सोप केक सारखे ब्रिक्स बनवण्यात येतात, and those bricks can be used. It's supposed to be very strong, because the paper used for that is very special security paper, and therefore those bricks are very solid bricks. So rather than burning and adding to environment problem, they have now processed, and as far as I know, the last I saw was that they prepare bricks out of that, which are supposed to be very strong. Shubham is asking, this is really that those idea is invention of Dr. Ambedkar. I have already spoken about that. Amol Ingole, I have had asked, what is my view on reducing the size of national emblem in the new design? Well, the designs are made, and we'll have to see how it looks. But every new design can have its own strength and its own weaknesses. Sarang Bhanap has asked, how will the new currency be availed in the nationalized bank from RBI? And what is the involvement of IMF in this transaction in Ministry of Information and Broadcasting, Government of India? First of all, IMF has no role whatsoever in this. So if you are under impression that these are the things which are done under instructions from World Bank and IMF, you are completely wrong. This is something which is our own decision. We take a decision and we implement that. Now, after having taken the decision, Reserve Bank is putting in motion, and has already put in motion, on one hand, the production and printing of these new 500 notes and new 2000 rupee notes is underway for last several months. The design was approved several months back. The production is going on. What the Reserve Bank is doing right now is to make sure that these new currency notes are made available at the bank branches and the branches of post offices everywhere. Because what will happen is that tomorrow and day after, when people go to the bank to get currency, new currency, exchanging the old currency, there should be availability of currency notes. That is why most banks have given instructions. Banks have been told that they should allow the customers to withdraw, say 2,000 rupees per day from ATM or 20,000 rupees per week. So in the beginning, the amounts would be small, but remember, nobody's money is lost. Your hard-earned money would be completely safe, completely secure. Just bear with the Reserve Bank of India, bear with the government for just few days before the whole process becomes smooth. So it will take RBI some time to produce and reach all the currency notes to all the branches and the post offices. That is currently underway. So initially they are putting some restrictions on withdrawing cash, but that restriction will go away very soon, and the transitional period would be painful. It will cause a lot of inconvenience to a lot of people, and I'm fully aware of that. But in the longer run interest, and by long run I don't mean 10 years, I mean only few months or few years, when the positive effect of this will be kicking in. Sir, then there is a question by Tushar Gaikwad, sir, will get new 5,000 rupee note. Why not 1,000? 1,000 note, what they have done is that they have increased the value of that to 2,000. Instead of 1,000 rupee note, they are putting 2,000. As it is, as we are aware, over the years of inflation, the same note is buying less and less. The value of rupee is going down with every inflation. So people ask questions that when we go to market, every time 100 rupees काय येतं, what can you buy in 100 rupees? Earlier, if you remember, 1 lakh rupee used to feel like a huge amount of money. Today, even 1 crore doesn't look like huge amount of money to many people. So, you know, with the inflation rising, the internal value of rupee goes down, and therefore they have to raise the value of the currency. So instead of 1,000, we are making it 2,000. That is what the government has decided. Deeptesh Kadam has said, how do you define corruption in terms of corruption in lives of common man and corruption of the elites, their investment in foreign and real estate? How will the decision to demonetize notes? This is a very interesting question. No, corruption in the lives of common man has many different connotations. You know, paying 20 rupees or 50 rupees to a policeman for traffic violation is also corruption, and making investment by avoiding taxes and making investment in real estate, which is away from the tax bracket, is also corruption. Corruption is a corruption, it is a moral disease, and that is something which at every level we should be equally serious in attacking that. And in terms of the volume of corruption, it is the big ticket items that have to be addressed first, in my opinion. So when Mallya takes away 9,000 crore rupees and runs away, you know, that is a massive kind of corruption. And we see, on the other hand, that small and medium level guys, individuals who take loans from the banks, even if they delay their repayments, you know, banks harass them and put so much pressure on them. This is really unfortunate. Corruption is wrong, and it should be avoided, should be contained at every level. Further question. Diptesh, you have asked many questions. रमन जगताप, पद्मिनी जगताप आर सेइंग कि सर हिंदी में बोलिए, आप हिंदी में सवाल पूछिए तो मैं हिंदी में उसका जवाब दूंगा. दरअसल मैं हिंदी ज़्यादा अच्छी बोल नहीं सकता हूं, लेकिन मैं कोशिश करूंगा. आप हिंदी में सवाल पूछिए, मैं उसके जवाब हिंदी में दूंगा. मधुमिलिंद कामथे, in this transaction of exchange of currency, how many fake currencies are likely to be detected and what can be value of it? Any estimate? No, we do not have any estimate. हमारे पास ऐसा कोई एस्टिमेट उपलब्ध नहीं है कि कितना जाली करेंसी हमारे देश में आता है, लेकिन पुलिस के रिपोर्ट के मुताबिक बहुत बड़ी तादाद में, और इसमें काफ़ी बढ़ोतरी हो गई है पिछले कुछ महीनों में, बहुत बढ़ोतरी उसमें हो गई है. और ये जो बढ़त हो गई है, इसको रोकना ये राष्ट्रीय सुरक्षा के उपायों के बीच में ये महत्वपूर्ण उपाय है. क्योंकि ये जो पैसा आता है, जाली नोट आता है, जो सर्वसाधारण इंसान है वो इसमें फर्क नहीं बता सकता है. और जो सच्ची नोट और जाली नोट, असली नोट और नकली नोट, इसमें जो फर्क है वो आम तौर पर आदमी, टेक्नोलॉजी अब इतनी डेवलप हो गई है कि वो ऐसे डिसाइड ही नहीं कर सकते हैं, और ये डिसाइड नहीं कर सकते हैं इसलिए ये बहुत बड़ी समस्या हो गई है। और बड़ी तादाद में अभी जो हुआ है वो लास्ट फ्यू इयर्स में बहुत बड़े पैमाने पर ये हो रहा है, और उससे भारतीय अर्थव्यवस्था में अस्थिरता लाने का प्रयास हो रहा है। साथ ही साथ टेररिज्म फिनांसिंग की बात भी हो रही है, और ये होने, इसको प्रतिबंध लगाने के लिए, इस पर रोक लगाने के लिए ये जो मोदी सरकार ने कदम उठाया है वो निश्चित रूप से बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट कदम है। आशीष कोलरकर जी इज सेइंग दैट आई हैव रेड इन योर बुक अबाउट योर जर्नी एंड टू स्टडी द स्मगलिंग ऑफ गोल्ड एंड योर सजेशन लेटर फॉर द फ्री गोल्ड ट्रेड. You were termed as the James Bond by the RBI governor. Do you feel that Modi ji, I don't know whether is Modi ji doing the same thing. Well, Modi ji is the honorable prime minister and I am a small person, but you are right that in 1992 the then Reserve Bank of India governor Mr. Venkatramanan had called me James Bond, but there was a reason for that. The reason was that I was deputed by the Reserve Bank of India on a secret mission to the Middle East, particularly to Dubai, to study the Hawala market. And this was not a police action. This was to find out what is happening about the Hawala market and how is that taking place. So I went to Dubai, and I could not go to Dubai and tell them that I'm a Reserve Bank person, give me the information about Hawala market. So I pretended that I was a Hawala dealer myself and got the information. Based on that information, in the very first budget, the then Finance Minister, Dr. Manmohan Singh, took the strong decision. My first recommendation was that the gold import should be allowed. The gold import was allowed at that time because the difference between the price differential between Mumbai and Dubai at that time was 65%. So that was an open invitation for smuggling of gold. And the ordinary people staying in the Middle East did not know that by sending the money through Hawala market was actually they were financing the gold transactions. So that whole thing was discovered, presented, and then Dr. Manmohan Singh took a decision in the very first budget to allow 500 grams of gold to be imported, to be allowed to be brought in. That was helpful in two ways. One, that it gave foreign exchange tax in terms of foreign exchange to the government, and two, most importantly, it reduced the price margin from 65% between Dubai and Mumbai. It was reduced to only 15%. That broke the back of Hawala market that was taking place through the gold channel. And therefore, it turned out to be a very, very positive step, and I'm very happy and proud of that. Because I went there to Dubai and pretended as a Hawala dealer myself, that the then governor, Mr. Venkatramanan, had publicly called me James Bond of Reserve Bank of India. Whether you want to call Narendra Modi as a James Bond is up to you. But I know only one thing: he is the Prime Minister, and I'm only a member of Parliament. Amol Jadhav is saying, what will it affect black money converted in gold or real? How will it affect on the black money converted in gold or real estate? You see, there are the very few opportunities going to be there to convert money into gold and real estate, because what will okay. I have been told that I should stick to the subject of today, that is demonetization. How will the black money convert into gold or real estate? You know what is happening is that they have those who have stash of money kept in their lockers or somewhere in the pillow covers, etc. You know, they will have a challenge to convert that into a bank deposit. And for that, they will have to go to the bank. And then they will have to declare their PAN account. And if that currency is disproportionately large or larger than their known sources of income, this is going to be reported to the income tax authority. So it is not going to be easy to convert that cash into either gold or real estate. Some people have tried to do that beginning today, but I think there would be limited opportunities, and it is not going to be risk free. To the extent that we find people find a way to go through gold or real estate route, they will try to escape. But those opportunities are increasingly limited, and their time is running out already. Bhaskar Randive has said, Jai Bhim sir, I want a question from you. So Bhaskar ji, if you have any question, please do ask. Diptesh Kadam has said, sir, your views on newly elected US government and further Indo-US economic ties. Again, this is a very interesting and very exciting subject, and we should have a separate discussion on that. Let us not mix it with monetization. Today is a historic day, 11/9 instead of 9/11 for America, and this has created unprecedented situation in the American known history. But this is a subject, particularly what happens to Indo-US relations in future is a subject on which I would like to have a separate live Facebook discussion in the near future. Let things settle down. Rohit Wagmare is saying that बाबासाहेबांनी लिहिलेल्या द प्रॉब्लेम ऑफ रुपीज ओरिजिन अँड सोल्युशन या पुस्तकात बाबासाहेबांनी लिहिले होते की चलन हे जर 10 वर्षांनी बदलायला पाहिजे, या विषयावरती मी बोललेलो आहे. आणि आजच्या याच्या मुलाखतीमध्ये सुद्धा मी सांगितलेलं आहे, एबीपी माझावरती माझी जी मुलाखत झाली होती त्यामध्ये पण मी सांगितलेलं आहे, हा मेसेज सोशल मीडियामध्ये फिरतो आहे. माझी भावना अशी आहे, मी त्या पुस्तकाचा खूप चांगल्या प्रकारे अभ्यास केलेला आहे. बाबासाहेबांनी त्यामध्ये करप्शन बद्दल असं काहीही म्हटलेलं नाही, माझ्या तरी ते पाहण्यात आलेलं नाही. बाबासाहेबांनी लिहिलेला हा ग्रंथ अत्यंत थोर ग्रंथ आहे, तो महाग्रंथ आहे. मी त्याला बाबासाहेबांनी तयार केलेला ताजमहाल म्हणतो, परंतु या ताजमहालाला कोणीतरी आपली स्वतःची वीट लावू नये असं मला वाटतं. त्यामुळे बाबासाहेबांच्या कुठल्याही प्रकारे त्यांनी लिहिलेला याचा अनुमान न करता मला सांगायचं आहे की करप्शन हा त्यावेळी इश्यू नव्हता. आणि बाबासाहेबांनी ज्या नोटांबद्दल जे लिहिलेलं आहे त्यांनी असं म्हटलेलं होतं की नोटांचं डिनॉमिनेशन जे आहे ते कमी असलं पाहिजे, म्हणजे जास्तीत जास्त ट्रान्झॅक्शन त्या नोटांमध्ये होती. चंदर कांबळे सेज, कॅन आय सी यू इन प्रेसिडेंट ऑफ इंडिया अपकमिंग इयर? या प्रश्नाचं उत्तर मला देता येणार नाही आणि याला उत्तर सुद्धा नाही. संतोष जाधव म्हणतात, सर इथून पुढे होणाऱ्या रोख देवाणघेवाणीमध्ये काही फरक पडेल का? रोख देवाणघेवाणीचं प्रमाण यानंतर कमी होणार आहे आणि पेटीएम सारखी जी माध्यमं आहेत ती माध्यमं आता जास्त वाढणार आहेत. चेकने पेमेंट करण्याचं प्रमाण वाढणार आहे, त्यामुळे प्रमाणात कमी होईल. आपल्याकडे अजूनही कॅश इकॉनॉमी खूप मोठ्या प्रमाणावर आहे, ती कॅश इकॉनॉमी कमी होणार आहे, परंतु ती दूर कधीच होणार नाही. त्याचं प्रमाण मात्र कमी होईल. आणि इतर विकसित देशांमध्ये जसं कॅश इकॉनॉमीचं प्रमाण कमी आणि क्रेडिट इकॉनॉमीचं प्रमाण जास्त अशी जी अवस्था असते तशीच अवस्था आपल्याकडे सुद्धा होणार आहे आणि ते आपल्या प्रगतीचं लक्षण असणार आहे. भूषण घोडके, विल दिस करन्सी स्टेप अँड करंट इलेक्शन रिझल्ट विल इट अफेक्ट डॉलर रेट? How will this affect India's global export-import as money is going away from people of India for next few days? Very interesting question. What will be the effect of this move on the rupee-dollar rate? पुन्हा इथे आपण आपल्याकडे किती unscrupulous लोक आहेत. It all depends on how many unscrupulous people that we have. For example, if the surplus currency which we have right now stashed in the lockers of people, if these people have a kind of deal with some corrupt bankers and convert the old Indian currency into dollars, and some bankers may be willing to do that. There are enough unscrupulous bankers in our system too. So if that happens in big way, this would mean that the demand for dollars will go up, and to the extent demand for dollar goes up, rupee dollar rate would be depreciating. आता आपल्याकडे रुपी डॉलर रेट 67 रुपये डॉलरच्या मागे आहे, तो कदाचित 75 वरती सुद्धा जाऊ शकेल. बट इट डिपेंड्स ऑन how many unscrupulous people are there in our banking system who are willing to take the old currency and convert that into dollars. If fortunately, if this number is not very large, then there would be no effect at all on the rupee dollar rate. But if this number is large, unfortunately, it will have an effect of depreciation of Indian currency. Bhushan Ghodke has asked, नाही तो प्रश्न घेतलेला आहे मी. निशांत गडपाल सर, Narendra Dadhav, sir, how is 200 rupees note will help black money problem? It will help the black money problem in the sense that those who have avoided paying tax, that money is called black money. That money doesn't have black color, but it's called black money. Now that black money which is there sitting in hidden form, if it is already in circulation, nothing can be done about it. But to the extent that people have stacked it up in their cupboards or lockers or in their pillow covers and what have you, that money would have suddenly become into a piece of paper. If they want to salvage that money, they can always take that cash to the nearest bank. But there, all kinds of questions would be asked. A person who has an income of say 1 lakh rupees, he cannot take 10 lakh rupees as the cash deposit and go to the bank, because the questions would be asked. He would be reported to income tax, he or she would be reported to income tax authorities.
I think what they're trying to say is,
Yeah.
in future,
In the-
2000 rupees note would help them to stack more money, right?
Okay. If that is the question, 2000 rupee note, no, you see, any currency has two functions. One is it's a medium of exchange. Secondly, it is also store of value. So, higher denomination currency has a greater property of store of value. So, people will be able to keep in one currency 2000 rupees in one currency note. So that would be consistent with the development of our economy, because as the inflation corrodes the value of rupee, higher denomination notes would be required. In fact, the Reserve Bank's original proposal was to have 5,000 rupee note and 10,000 rupee note, but government has approved only 2,000 rupee note. I see in the next 5 years or next 10 years a currency note of 5,000 rupees or even 10,000 rupees coming into circulation. Then the Yogesh Ingle has said, what about unorganized sector, third gender people who don't have documents to open bank accounts? This is a very valid question, and we are looking into that. And as far as the unorganized sector is concerned, with Jan Dhan Yojana, government has taken a major step towards opening of the bank account and what is called financial inclusion. After so many years of bank nationalization, still proportionately, relatively smaller proportion of people had access to bank accounts. Today with Jan Dhan Yojana, crores of people have now bank accounts. So in that process, this process is going to be fostered in a very big way by the people who are coming in with the 500 rupee demonetization of 500 and 1000 rupee currency notes. So the financial inclusion will be promoted. As far as the third gender people is concerned, there is an act which is coming about transgender people. And that act is recently at the draft stage, and that is being debated, and I will have a separate chat on that, but this is a subject which is very close to my heart, and as a part of the Standing Committee on Social Justice and Empowerment, recently in Mumbai we met transgender people and listened to their woes, and something is going to happen in the near future about that. YP Singh is saying, we are proud of you, thank you very much. Then we have, I'm going to give preference to those who have not, questions asked by people who have not asked question earlier, is to the Prabhakar Mugli is asking whether 2000 rupee denomination creates more black money. Potentially it can, but for some time, it will work with a higher denomination, and this will be a new design, new currency to be introduced. So it will take some time before the black money makers catch up with this. by that time we will have to be ready with a counter move at that stage. So this is a continuous process which is. Prabhakar Mugli has also asked, only banks are the way to change the system of corruption, and will this Modi act completely stop corruption, or government need more steps? Corruption is a human failing, and corruption is as old as humanity. So let us not be under impression that we can completely eradicate corruption. I'm not saying that we should go slow on that. Every effort must be made to contain corruption, but it would be naive to assume that completely corruption can be eradicated. Government would have to continually be vigilant, and they will have to continue to take steps as things evolve. If we want to arrest the corruption, if we want to arrest the growth of corruption, we have to be very vigilant and continue to take more steps. But the step, I do not want to undermine the step that Modi government has recently now taken. This will be a quantum jump in terms of controlling. All support that. Yeah. Sarang Bhanap is saying, will the government of India avail the same amount of money that will be deposited, or what is the policy of RBI? No, whatever money you deposit, you have to get back the equivalent, in the new currency. If you want, it is your money, it's your hard-earned money, you will get it back, in the sense that in the new form, you will be able to get it back because it's your money. The only problem is, if that money has been kept out of the tax net, if that is black money, which is generated with the avoidance of tax payments, that it will be very difficult for you to go to a bank with those notes. If your monthly income is 1 lakh rupees, and if you go with 50 lakh rupees as your cash deposit, questions are going to be asked, and for all that conversion, you will have to give your PAN number, and that information, please understand, will be conveyed properly to the income tax authorities and the Ministry of Finance, and they would be after you. Also, please note that the new currency which is being issued, 500 rupees as well as the 2000 rupee currency, I am told, and this was there in the official documentation, that it will have that feature of GPS.
No, that is rumor, not true.
Okay. There is this feeling, but that would be very interesting if there is a GPS feature.
No.
We do not know for that. Yesterday it was.
It was a rumor.
It was removed.
It's a media rumor, social media.
Okay, all right. But in any case, if it is there, it would be very, very useful, because it would make it very difficult for people to hide their money when they are not supposed to hide it. Yogesh Salunke is saying, what difference in the new 2000 rupee note is going to make? I've spoken about it. Prabhakar Mugli has said, your book Ambedkar as an Economist Extraordinaire is a very good book. Thank you very much. I should write more books like that. Yes, thank you very much, and I will continue to endeavor to write more on these and related subjects. Bhushan Ghorke has asked, there are few limitations on withdrawal from ATM for the next few months also. India's population always believes in saving, so people are having trouble using 500, 1000 rupee note. Okay. Yes, as I mentioned in the beginning, the question also says, so should people move for policies like FDs, or should the government start any temporary saving schemes, as it would also help collect money faster? India has had a very high saving rate, not as high as China, but as compared to America and as compared to many European countries and developed countries, our saving rate is very impressive. At one stage, our saving rate had gone up to 35%. Now it has come down to about 30%. There is room for increasing our savings rate, but there is no scheme required, because people know, it is our natural tendency to save. As they say, poor people find it very difficult to save because they have tough time saving. The middle class can save. Middle class is the one which is large and growing, has been saving. The rich class has to save because they can't spend all the money that they earn. So saving is very important for us. There would be limitations on ATM withdrawal, as you are saying, but those limitations would be only for a few days. Remember that. It all depends on making the new currency available at all the ATMs and all the branch network. We have more than 65,000 bank branches in our country, and RBI wants to make sure that money is provided everywhere. So to ration it out, since the very large amount of money would not be available, what they will do is that they are putting restrictions that per day you can withdraw from ATM only 2,000 rupees and per week 20,000 to begin with. As things move, because what I expect is that because people have a lot of anxiety, tomorrow there would be lines, big lines before all the ATMs. The moment the ATMs open, it is going to happen. But please make sure that is why in the beginning there would be some rationing, and that rationing would be relaxed as things become available, as the currency notes are being made available. Bhushan Ghodke, you have asked that question. Deepak Mohite says, what happened to that money which cannot be deposited to bank by people because it might be black money? Will country lose that money? Country will not lose the money. Country will not lose the money. What we have done is that money which was not deposited, which people fail to deposit in the bank, will be nothing but a piece of paper. It would be a scrap. It is worth nothing. What the government has done is that 500 rupee old currency notes and 1000 rupee old currency notes are no longer legal tender. So they cannot be accepted in transaction. So they are nothing but a piece of paper, unless you get them converted into a bank deposit or convert into new currency. That will require your showing the proof of how did you get that money, whether that money is out of proportion with your known and declared sources of income. Shubham Ahivle has asked, what is the role of population in our economy? The low population, is it good for our economy? Separately, again on a different subject, I will be able to speak separately on this kind of general subject. Prabhakar Mugli is also asking, are there any updates in the merger of PSU banks? Again, this subject, let us not mix it. I think I have spoken at length, and I'm sure you have many more questions, but please continue asking questions. And my strong suggestion to all of you is that please do follow me on Twitter and follow me on the Facebook. You are already there on Facebook. So do follow me on Twitter, and my Twitter handle is @Dr. that is Dr. Jadhav. That D as in D capital. So @Dr. Jadhav is my Twitter handle. Please follow me on Twitter handle and keep raising questions. And next time when I come back to you, I hope to come back to you within next 3-4 weeks on a different subject, or sometimes we'll keep a general discussion on all subjects. So keep following and keep interacting. It is always a pleasure to interact with young people like you, and I really feel very happy to respond to the questions that you have. I'm sure there are many questions which have been left unanswered. Let them remain unanswered, because only when you have these questions that you will try to find the answers. So keep asking yourself more and more questions. That is something which is the order of the day. I want to thank you very much. A lot of people are still coming in. Sushil Kumar Wagmane has just come in. I think we are going to stop here, but we'll keep the dialogue on. Thank you very much. I have really enjoyed talking to all of you. Please do follow me on Twitter. Thank you.